Hello. In today's sessions, we'll be discuss about like a React.js form. Already you guys know the like a form concept. Here, yes or no? You know the form concept
Yes, sir.
where we create the form
Body part.
using HTML. We can create form
Yes.
Yes, sir.
using Bootstrap. We can create form. Okay, those who have done Angular using Angular through also we can create the form. Okay, the same as in the React.js also we can create the form. Okay. So using the React.js also we can create the like a form. Okay, so that we are going to discuss it, how to create the like a form using the React.js. Okay, and what are the different type of form in the React.js that we need to implement it. So in this module, we need to talk about the like a working with the forms and what is the difference between like a control and uncontrolled component. Okay, and also we need to talk about the like a working with events in the React.js and working with like a CSS, how to implement the CSS in the like a React.js. And you all knows the like a different type of CSS concept is present, like a inline CSS, external CSS, as well as internal CSS is there. And last we have to talk about that is nothing but like a React list. Okay, so first of all we need to discuss about what is form, why we need to create the form, what is the main purpose to create the like a form. Yes, who can say what is the main purpose to create the like a form?
To take input from users, to take information from users.
What is the advantage? What is the advantage?
Advantages. Sir, in registering the details, in authentication purpose, where we need the information of a particular user.
Okay, the main purpose of the like creating the form is like make it user friendly. Okay, so that customer don't know about the like any programming language. For customer point of view, just we are making the like user friendly the applications, so that customer just have to access that applications and just pass their data and click the button. So that's why we are creating the like a form, so making the like a user friendly. Then React.js HTML input element we can use it to create the form, like input element, text area, select, radio button, checkbox, everything we can create it. And each and every input element has their own state. Okay, and it needs to be like updated when the user will be interact with the like a using the particular input element. Okay, how it is going to be interact by using the like a set state method. And we know if you want to change any state in the React.js, so we are using the like a set state method, so we can change it. So while we are creating the form, the React offers the like a stateful, okay, so that we can maintain the like a form data and reactive approach to build the like a form. And the component rather than DOM usually handle the like a React form. In React, the form is usually implemented by using two ways. One is called the like a uncontrolled component form. Another is called the like a controlled component form. So there are two types of form in the React.js we can create it. One is called uncontrolled component. Uncontrolled component it is same as the like a basic HTML like a form. जैसे हम लोग HTML पे form create करते हैं, so as it is, okay, the simple HTML forms whenever we are using, so that is called the like a uncontrolled form. So uncontrolled input is similar to the like a HTML form input. The DOM itself handle the like a form data, and the HTML element maintain their own state, which will be updated when the input value changes. And to write an uncontrolled component, we need to use the keyword that is called the like a ref keyword. What is the keyword we need to use it? Ref keyword to get the form values from the like a DOM. If you want to take the values of the input element, okay, so we have to use the like a ref keyword whenever we are using the like a uncontrolled component. In simple words, we can say there is no need to like a write any event handler for every state whenever it is going to be changed. So we just have to use the like a ref keyword to access the input value, okay, input field value from the like a DOM. So how do we create it? like a uncontrolled component form. So first of all, you have to like import the like a React object as well as component, and we are going to just create the like a class component here. The class component which extending the like a component. Then we are declaring the like a constructor parameterize. We are calling super method, passing the like a parameterize, and then we have create a method here or function. We can say update submit functions we have created. Update submit functions we have created. Okay, and we are passing the parameter that is called event. And inside the like a update submit method, we have just declared the like a alert function to display some message. So you have entered the like a username and the like a company name, whatever you have entered it. Each and every input element, each and every tag of the form have the like a default event. Okay, हर एक tag का एक default event रहता है. And if you want to prevent that default event, so we have to just call the like a prevent default event method, which comes under the like a event parameter. Okay, the event dot and event default event we need to pass it. Now inside the rendered method, what we are doing, we are just returning the statement, and we know the return statement only return a single element. So here we are just making the form element as a like a parent element. Inside the form element, we have declared the like a h1 element, label we have declared, and then one label have the like a name, as well as we are declaring the like a input type element for creating the text box. We have declared another label, and the label name is nothing but a company name. Input type is the text we are writing, as well as we are creating the button. Okay, so these are the like a points we have defined inside the where like a form element, and then we are exporting it. So let us see, we need to implement it. So to create a like a uncontrolled component form. So types of form in the like a React JS is control component and uncontrolled component. Uncontrolled component, it is same as the like a basic HTML when we create a like a HTML form. So first of all, we have to create like a project npx create React app, and project name I'm giving uncontrolled form. Now we'll move to our project directory. And control component form src, and we have the default component that is called the like a app component. So I'm just going to remove it, this element, and inside the app component I have to just import the like a here import React comma component from React, and I'm going to make it the like a class component instead of functions component. The class app extends React dot component. curly bracket open. And now inside a class, we have to define the constructor and we'll pass it the props parameter, curly bracket open. Then we have to call the super method and pass the props parameter. And after that, what we need to do, we just have to create a function update details, update details, and we'll pass the parameter event, curly bracket started here. We are just going to print the message, you have submitted your details. And we'll prevent the a default event. So we just have to write event dot prevent default functions. We need to call it event dot prevent default function. And after that, what we need to do, whatever functions we have created or the method that we have to bind it here. So we need to just write it here, this dot update details method equals to, we need to call it this dot update details dot bind method, we need to call it and pass the a parameter this. And whenever we are creating the a controlled uncontrolled component, so we just have to the for each and every input element the ref keyword. And for that, what we need to do, we just have to call the input element by using the this object, the this dot input equals to, we need to call it here react dot, there is a function is called create ref function, so we need to call it create ref function to bind each and every input element the data. Now after that, what we have to do, we just have to write the a rendered method. Inside the rendered method, we need to write the return statement, parenthesis open, and then here we are just going to create a form element. And now in the form element, we have to define the a one h1 element. Here we can write a uncontrolled a form example. And then after that, we just have to create a label. And here we need to define the label name, enter student ID. Okay. Inside the label also we need to create the a input field, input type equals to text, we need to write it. And then we need to use the ref keyword and we have to call the a input state which we have declared it, the variable. So here we need to call it this dot input. Okay. And then we need to terminate it, the input. The same as we can write enter student name. Here also we need to define the same input field. Again we have to write the student city. Here also same thing. Again we have to write enter student state. Here also we need to write the same. And then we are just going to create a button. So we have to write it input type equals to submit. Type equals to submit and value equals to, we need to define it, that is submit. And then what we have to do in the form element, we just have to call the event that is called the a on submit event, we need to call it. and within the like on submit event, we are going to call the function that is update details function. So we need to call it. We need to call it here this dot update details functions. We need to call it. Now this is done. After that, we have to run the application by using npm start. Okay, so look at here. We are creating the like a form, but if you want to make it like a new line, so what you can do, you can just use the like a layer tag. Here define component, but we are not using it. That we need to remove it. Logo also not using. Okay, now look it. Got it? How we are creating the like a form.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is nothing but like a we are creating the form called as like a uncontrolled component forms. We are creating it using the like a React. Yes. Next is the like a control component form. So in HTML, form elements typically maintain their own state and update it according to their like a user input. But in the control component form, input form element is handled by the like a component rather than the DOM. On control component पे state data will be maintained by the like a DOM. But in the like a control component, data is going to maintain through the like a component, not through the like a DOM. So it is like a mutable state is kept and in the state property, and it will be updated only through the like a set state method. Using the set state method through we can change it. The control component have the function, okay, to pass the data, okay, and we can use the like a event that is called the like a on change event. We can use it rather than like a grabbing the data only once. For example, if you are clicking the submit button, the data is saved into the like a state and updated with the like a by using the like a set state method. The data is going to change through the like a set state method, and this component makes the like a better than like a whenever we are using the like a uncontrolled component. And control component takes it the current value through the like a props. Through the properties we can pass it, and we can use the like a callback concept, okay, and we can use the like a on change event also. So how to implement the like a on control component, that we have to see it. So now we are going to create one more project. Control form. Okay, then we have to change to our project folder. And here we have to go to the like a control form src app.js. We just have to remove it and create the like a class component. We need to import like a React, and then we need to create an object that is component from React. And then after that, what we need to do, we just have to create a class app component, extend React dot component. We need to define the constructor. We'll pass the like a props parameter, and then we need to call the like a super method, pass the like a props. And then after that, what we have to do, we just have to create a like a two functions. One is for like a handling event, another is for the like a submit button. Okay, so here I'm just going to create the function handle change function, and I'm just going to pass the like a parameter that is called the like event, curly bracket start, and here I'm going to write it like a set state function. But before that change the state, I have to declare the state first, and I need to write it here. This dot state equals to, with curly bracket, I'm just going to write the name of the state that is called like a value, and which is initially empty, the value. Now I'm just going to write it inside the handle change, this dot set state, and inside the set state functions I have to change the value whatever I'm going to pass into the input field, that is going to pass to the like a state is called the like a value. I just have to write it here, value colon event dot target dot like a value. यहाँ पर जो वैल्यू है ये स्टेट है. ओके, तो left hand side is the state and right hand side is the like a inbuilt variable, inbuilt property. Right hand side is the, but left hand side is the like a this variable, this state. Okay, we are writing it here. The next functions we need to create it, handle submit, and then here also we have to pass the like a parameter that is event, curly bracket started, and then we are just going to print the like a details by using the like a allot, and we need to write you entered your details. Okay, plus we need to write plus this dot state dot value, we need to write it, and then after that we need to call it default event dot, we need to write prevent default functions, we need to call it here. And then what we have to do, we just have to write the rendered method. In the rendered method, here we need to write return statement, return, and in the return statement we need to create like a one form by using the like a form element, and here I'm just going to call the on submit event equals to, I need to call it the function that is called the like a handle submit function, so I need to call it here and then close it. And then after that we need to close the like a form tag, and inside the form tag I'm just going to define the like a h1 element, controlled form example, and then we need to create a label. Here we need to write the label value for the message, enter your name, and then I'm going to define it input type equals to input type attribute value should be like a text, and then value attribute we need to write it with the value attribute. We have to call the state here, so this dot state dot value, and also we need to call the event that is called onChange event. And using the onChange event through, we need to call the like a function that is called this dot handle change function, so we need to call it and then terminate it, the input element. And after that we need to create a button, the input type attribute value is like a submit, value attribute value will be like a submit also, submit. Okay, and now this is done, and we are exporting the like a class component also. Now we need to run it, npm start. But and return rendered method. Okay, here it is, we need to write the like a curly bracket. I wrote it here like a parenthesis, just have to close the curly bracket. So now I'm just going to enter the name. What is the problem? Set state. The giving cannot read the like a properties undefined set state. Here we have defined it. Value colon event dot target dot value. Okay, we have not bind these two methods, so we need to bind it here. So this dot like a handle change method equals to, we need to write it this dot handle change dot bind and method, and we need to pass like a this object. Same as we need to write this dot handle submit method equals to this dot handle submit method dot bind, and we need to pass like a this object. Okay. Now we just have to enter the value, okay, and click the submit button. Ready?
Yes, sir.
So here we are creating the like a math form that is called the like a control form. Okay. The control form, basically we are updating the data by using the like a set state method. Okay, using set state method through, we are just going to like a change the like a data of the like input field. And when we create the like a on control form, so we are using the ref keyword. Using the ref keyword through, we are changing the like a. So this is the way we can create the like a control form as well as uncontrolled form. Now we'll do the like a one more example about the like a form. Okay. The last sessions we did the like a concept about the like a use state, and whenever we are using the like a use state hook, okay, so we can create the form inside a like a functions component. So no need to like a use the like a class component. So that we are going to perform it using the like a functions component through. We need to create the like a form. React form demo.
सर
हम्म
एक बार ये कंट्रोल फॉर्म एक्सप्लेन कीजिए ना।
कंट्रोल फॉर्म पे हम लोग ने क्या किया है? इट इज a class component through we are creating. This is constructor passing parameter, super method passing parameter. We have declared the one state, and what is the name of the state? Value. Okay, so now we have created functions. What is the functions? Handle change. Okay, तो जब भी हम लोग वैल्यू चेंज करेंगे तो इट इज गोइंग टू कॉल द सेट स्टेट फंक्शंस पासिंग द पैरामीटर event, and the event dot target dot value, whatever input field value will become, that is going to pass to the like a state is called a value. And this is for the like a submit method. We are creating the handle submit passing parameter. When I click the submit event, so it is just going to call the alert function. You have entered the details and the state value is going to display it, and we are just preventing the like a default event. Now in the rendered method, we are returning it, creating the like a form, and on submit is the event. On submit is the event, and whenever I click the button, which method is going to call? Handle submit method. ये वाला method call होगा, और इस method पे message क्या है? You entered your details plus value. So now we are creating the like a here label. Input type is the text. Value equals to so whatever input we are giving. So that would be called the like a value. And we are calling on change event. And on change event पे हम लोग कौन सा method को call कर रहे हैं? Handle change. In the handle change, what we are writing? We are just updating the state value. And how we can update the state value? By using set state functions. And both the method we have created, so that's why we are binding it here. Handle some change and the handle submit. Yes.
कौन से सिचुएशन पे कंट्रोल फॉर्म
हाँ
करते
हाँ
हैं?
हाँ, क्या क्या?
कौन से सिचुएशन पे हम कंट्रोल फॉर्म यूज करते हैं?
तो जनरली हम लोग अनकंट्रोल कंट्रोल फॉर्म ही लिखते हैं. ओके, तो जब भी हम लोग ये, क्योंकि नॉर्मल HTML पेज फॉर्म हम लोग नहीं यूज करते हैं, क्योंकि उसमें रेफ कीवर्ड के थ्रू से डेटा चेंज करना पड़ता है. और जब हम लोग स्टेट का बात करते हैं तो वहां पर कंट्रोल कंपोनेंट आ जाता है, तो वी यूज कंट्रोल कंपोनेंट.
सर वो हैंडल सबमिट और हैंडल इवेंट वो प्री डिफाइंड मेथड्स
नहीं
है
नहीं नहीं,
फिर?
दिस इज यूजर डिफाइंड. This is not predefined. Just it is just like a function.
ओके सर.
So now we'll move to the like a project directory. We just have to go to the like a React form demo src. Okay, and we have the like a app.js component, and here I'm just going to remove this thing. And inside the like a app, it is a functions component, and whenever we are using the like a use state, okay, hook, so we can implement inside the like a function component. So first of all, we need to import the like a use state. So import React, comma, we need to write the use state from React. Okay, as well as we need to import the like a React DOM. Okay, and it is already imported the React DOM in the index.js file. So here it is not required. So directly what we can do, we can define some state const, and state should be defined inside the square bracket like a name, and then we have to declare the like a set name function. Just a last sessions we did it, use state, and we'll make it empty. Same as we are going to define few more here, like a email, here like a password. Here I'm going to define the like a city. Okay, same as going to define the like a state. Also I'm going to define the like a country. And everywhere I need to write the like a here functions, that email, that password, then set city, then set state, then set country, and each and every state we have initialized with empty. Initial value is empty for X state. We did last time like this, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what we have to do, whatever state we have defined, for each and every state we have to create a like a function. And already we have created a function that is called the like a set name, set email, set password, that we are going to use it. So first of all, we just have to create a like a function that is called like a handle change functions. So const handle change, okay, and equals to, we just have to pass the like a parameter that is a e, which will be make it is like a arrow function type, curly bracket start. So we can make it arrow functions also, and it is parameterized, okay, and we need to call it here the like a function that is called the set name, and we'll pass it here e dot target, e dot target dot value, e dot target dot value. So this handle change method, whenever I'll call, it is just going to call the set name. Okay, set name function. The same as we have the like a for like a email, we have the for password, city, state, and country. So now what we have to do, for each and every state we have to create the like a function. ये मैंने name के लिए create किया. The same as I'm just going to create like a const handle like a email change, handle email change functions. I'm going to create it equals to, same as here also I need to pass the like a parameter e, arrow functions I'll create it, and then I have to just write the word set email functions I need to call it, and here I have to pass it the same e dot target dot value I need to pass. Okay, तो ये मैंने email के लिए create किया. So now we have other state also, password, as well as like a city, state, country is there. So now for every like a state we need to define it. So here I'm just going to copy this email, then password change. Password, here we need to call the like a set password function. Set password. Here we need to call like a city. Here we have to call the set function that is called like a city function. Then here we need to call it for the like a state, and here we need to call the function that is called the set state functions. Okay, is it clear? Got it everyone?
Yes, sir.
तो हम लोग ने सब स्टेट के लिए क्या क्या एक एक फंक्शंस क्रिएट कर दिया. Okay, so now finally we are going to create the like a function for the like a submit button. So here we need to create a function const handle submit, and we'll make it as like a parameter as e, and we'll create as a like a arrow functions, and we need to check it, okay, the details, whether we are passing the data or not. Okay, and we just have inside the like a handle submit event, we can just print it, okay, the details by using the like a alert functions. So we need to print it. So you have submitted details plus, we are going to like a write it here name plus name. Same as we need to write it here email plus email. plus city, password plus password. Then we need to write here city, state, यहाँ पर country का नहीं लिखा ना, we have country also. Yes, country we need to define it also. And then country. And here we need to call the set function, that is country. And here we need to define the like a value, that is a state, plus country plus country. We are going to print it. Okay. So whenever we click the submit button, so what will happen? It is just going to print all the details. So now this is done, and we need to call also the like a e dot event default. Event default functions we need to call it. So now after that, what we need to do? We just have to like a use the like a return statement. Return. Inside the return statement, we have to create a, like a div element, class name, which is going to call the like a app, and then I'm going to create a, like a form element, and here I need to write like a on submit event. I'm going to call it curly bracket start, and in the curly bracket we just have to pass like a parameter, that is e, and then we'll make it as a, like a arrow function, and which is going to call it, that is like a handle submit function is going to call it, and we'll pass the like a parameter, that is e. Now this is done inside the like a form element. Now we'll create the like a form, the h2 student registration form, and then here we are just going to create a label element, and the label we are defining, that is like a enter student name, okay, and then we'll put the like a br tag, enter student name, then we have to define the like a input type is the like a text, value attribute value will be like it is going to call it name, and then we just have to write the like a required attribute, okay, and we need to call the on change event, and we'll pass it here the parameter, that is e, and which will be called the like a function. With arrow functions we are just going to call it, that is like a handle change, and we'll pass it the like a parameter e, and then here we need to like a terminate it, and then put the like a br tag also, br tag for new line. Same as we need to write for all name, email, password, city, state, country. Here should be enter student email, then enter student password, then enter student city, then state, and then country. For each and every input element, we have to call the like a functions as well as a value which we are going to state whatever we have defined, that is going to call in the like a value attribute. So here we need to call like a email. Here we need to call the like a password. Here we need to call like a city, state, and here we need to call country. And now हर एक स्टेट के लिए हम लोग ने अलग अलग इवेंट डिक्लेयर किया था, दैट वी आर जस्ट गोइंग टू कॉल इट. फॉर like a email, we created the like a function that is called the like a handle email change. For password, we created a function that was called like a handle password change. Then city, handle city change, handle state change, handle country. So these are the like a functions we created it, and everywhere it was like a same parameter we pass it. And then finally we need to create like a button input type equals to submit, and value attribute should be like a will be here submit, and then close it. And we can also like I said the like a alignment, okay, by using the like a CSS. Here text is center. For form, this is closing here. So we can use the like a form element, and for form element we can write the like a border. Border should be like a suppose 2 pixel solid, and the like a will be like a green, as well as padding property value we are going to give it like a that is 30 pixel. Now let's execute it, and then we have to implement some CSS. npm start. What happened? Unexpected token line number 7.
सर मेथड बाइंड करना चाहिए. तो हैंडल नेम चेंज चाहिए ना.
Handle line. No, here we are just using the like a state.
नहीं
use
चाहिए.
नहीं चाहिए ना, यहाँ पर बाइंड नहीं करना है ना, फंक्शन इवेंट है वो. So now what is the error is saying? Const name use state. Okay. I have just defined it again here, return statement. That's why. It should be only one single return statement. I wrote 2 times, no? That's why. Next, getting form.
Yes, sir.
So now I'm just going to enter the like a value here, Ramesh @gmail.com. then password like a Prognoz, and here we can give the like a password type attribute. So we can use the like a password. Okay, we can write it. Now city like a Mumbai, state MH, country India. Ready? यहाँ पर सब डिटेल्स प्रिंट हो रहा है देखो. So we can format it according to our requirement. We can format it. यहाँ पर देख रहे हो बॉर्डर आ रहा है अभी.
Yes, sir.
And here we have the like a class name attribute. जैसे हम लोग CSS में क्लास एट्रीब्यूट देते थे, तो यहाँ पर क्लास नेम होता है. तो नाउ क्लास नेम.
सर
Hmm.
इसमें हम बूटस्ट्रैप यूज कर सकते हैं क्या?
Yes, we can use Bootstrap separately. That will become later. Okay, I'll be
Okay.
implemented. So now this is just for we are creating the like a form. तो now यहाँ पर मैं अगर क्लास नेम ऐप है, तो यहाँ पर मैं CSS पे जाता हूँ. क्लास नेम यहाँ पर the max width I'm giving like a 350 pixel. Margin I'm going to give it margin auto. Look at. Yes. Label you can implement for the like a label element, like a color red. Okay. For input element you can also define.
Sir,
Hmm.
वो हमने इनपुट टाइप इक्वल्स टू बटन क्यों नहीं लिया?
आप है ना, तुम कोई भी यूज करो, उससे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. कि इनपुट टाइप सबमिट नहीं है क्या?
नहीं, इनपुट टाइप इज इक्वल्स टू सबमिट है और वैल्यू भी सबमिट है.
हाँ, तो वैल्यू जो सबमिट है तो दैट इज यूजर डिफाइन. तो यहाँ पर जो तुम्हारा बटन का जो वैल्यू है यहाँ पर, तो यहाँ पर मैं
Yes,
कुछ
sir.
भी लिख सकता हूँ. दैट आई कैन राइट एनीथिंग. आई कैन
हाँ,
राइट
वो तो पता है, लेकिन इनपुट टाइप इज इक्वल्स टू सबमिट की जगह हम बटन भी ले सकते हैं ना.
हाँ, यू कैन टेक इट एनीथिंग द लाइक इनपुट टाइप.
ओके सर.
So now in the CSS for input element, border 2 pixel, solid green color, border radius like a 30 pixel. Like, yes, understood everyone about the form creation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.